1014, respond with Agent 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
We interrupt this program with breaking news.
Model and actress Kim Porter, who shares 3 children with Sean Diddy Combs, has been found dead.
In the entertainment world, she was known as an angel who moved with elegance and discipline, and as the beloved longtime girlfriend of music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, propelling her from a mere model to a noble queen with deep connections in the industry.
Yes, do you see my smile?
But at 11:37 a.m. on November 15, 2018, exactly 1 month before her 48th birthday, she was found unconscious in her home.
Yeah, Kim Porter was found this morning in bed, unresponsive, in the upstairs bedroom of this Toluca Lake home.
And even though the coroner ruled the cause of death as natural, whispers of suspicion grew louder.
There are growing calls for an investigation into the circumstances leading to Porter's death.
Allegedly, Kim was found the day before and the day of her death. And then now she found in the bed, dead from pneumonia. That just don't sound right, bro. That don't sound right at all.
Do you believe that she died of pneumonia?
Absolutely not.
Why? What evidence do you have?
She was in the best of health. We just saw each other.
The main reasons behind the doubt pointed not only to the fact that she had appeared healthy and full of life just weeks earlier, but also to one disturbing rumor.
Albee suggested Kim was writing a memoir that would have exposed those around her.
I need to know, do you think that Diddy killed Kim Porter?
Absolutely.
Why?
Because of all the videotapes, because of the book, because of all the people she gave copies of her book to, or at least chapters.
We decided to do the book because, for a couple of reasons. Cheryl's an amazing photographer, and she has this amazing, never-seen-before collection of photos that stem from the last 15 years.
However, to those closest to her, this was not the case.
But according to her kids, claims that her mom wrote a book are simply untrue. She did not, and anyone claiming to have a manuscript is misrepresenting themselves.
A lot has been said and many allegations thrown around. But this is the hidden and untold mystery surrounding Kim Porter's untimely death, a classic case of dead men tell no tales, and why, now more than ever, her case needs to be reopened. "16 days before her death, Kim Porter was seen looking happy and healthy with Diddy and the kids at an event to show support for her eldest son, Quincy. What appeared to be a sweet family reunion would turn out to be a final farewell to the family's matriarch.
We just saw each other prior to her passing. We were actually celebrating our son's new Netflix Christmas special, and she was doing just fine. In fact, we were all at the event together at Netflix in the lobby. Sean, myself, the children, all having a great time. And I'm, grabbing Sean like, what? And she's in the back going, stop, So it was a really festive opportunity just for all of us to be together.
Before the headlines, before the red carpets, before the heartbreak, Kim Porter was a small-town girl from Columbus, Georgia, with big dreams. Born on December 15, 1970, as an only child and raised by her mother, Kim's poise, beauty, and quiet strength turned heads early on. Named Model of the South after outshining 300 participants from 7 states while still at Columbus High School, her modeling career quickly took off when she moved to New York. Kim was sleek, calculative, and determined to do whatever it took to make a name for herself. With beauty and brains, she knew that leveraging romantic relationships would get her into the most important rooms, allowing her to cross paths with industry insiders. She first married Albee before moving on to the notorious Diddy when she worked as a receptionist at Uptown Records. It worked for her. Kim started making appearances in music videos, movies, and TV series. She also co-founded a lifestyle planning company called 3 Brown Girls with her college friends. whose role was to connect upcoming artists with important contacts, closing the very same bridge that had almost kept her from entering the industry. Celebrities like Janelle Monáe and Young Jeezy are among the many who benefited from the company.
Music. Shouts out to Kim Porter for that. Rest in heaven, baby.
How did it come to be?
Kim Porter, which was Puffy's
longtime partner. Yeah.
She knew one of my. She knew a guy named Block that actually had the group, and at the time I was working with Jazzy.
Kim's plan to use her relationships to build her own empire seemed to hit a rough patch. From 1994 to 2007, Kim had an on-again, off-again relationship with Diddy, whose infidelity proved to be too much for her. Their relationship was messy, with the jealous Combs even threatening Kim's new boyfriend. She grew increasingly irritable, and in her quest to free herself, it is alleged that the idea of writing a book crossed her mind. The contents of the book only she knew. Rumors have it that it would be a tell-all book. Kim had undoubtedly seen a lot and knew too much about people in powerful places, including Diddy himself. If the rumors were true and the book saw the light of day, the damage could be unimaginable. If this was the case, she was undoubtedly playing with fire, because when you live close to power, your version of the truth can be dangerous. Fast forward to October 28, 2018, just a month before her death. Kim posted a cryptic message on social media which read, "I trust in divine timing. The universe has my back." Going into November, she mysteriously fell ill with flu-like symptoms. On November 7th, just 8 days before her death, she was prescribed a Z-Pack, a structured 5-day course of antibiotics. On the 10th, a nurse administered IV fluids plus vitamins at her home. On the 12th, a doctor visited and gave her anti-inflammatory pain medication. By November 13th, Kim reported a loss of appetite to the doctor, who again administered IV fluids. On November 14th, just 1 day before her death, Kim mentioned coughing up small amounts of blood. At that point, it seemed she was wasting away rapidly, and only a miracle could change her situation. Sometime in the early morning hours of November 15th, a member of her household staff went to check on her. Kim hadn't come downstairs, and she hadn't responded to texts. That's when the discovery was made. Kim Porter was unresponsive, lying in bed, not breathing. Even though the paramedics arrived in record time, Kim Porter was gone. At just 47, she was pronounced dead at the scene at 11:40 a.m.
Breaking news, ET confirms former model Kim Porter has died. She's the ex-girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs and the mother of his children. She was 47 years old.
Kim Porter dated Diddy off and on from 1994 to 2007.
Allegations of all sorts were thrown around, which over the years has made it hard for her true fans to accept the given narrative.
And in the report, didn't it say she had blood on the pillow and bruises or something like that? The case needs to be reopened, man. The case really needs to be reopened.
Do you think something shady happened there?
Absolutely. All in all, she may be gone, but her influence will never be forgotten. Unlike many other women in the industry, she didn't succumb to debauchery or drug addiction. She was a noble woman, and even though her life was not easy, she always excelled in beauty and spirituality. She was a connector, a role model, a champion of women in the industry, and a boss who moved through life with immense style and grace. Thank you, Kim.
Is it cool for a person to date their ex's friends?
Hell, no.
Okay, so
especially if they ball players.